All right, everyone. So y'all was wanting to see an update. This is everything I got so far. I got a new gimbal, so I'm trying this out. So yeah, bear with me with that. I'm learning this thing. But yeah, I got Akebono brakes now. Went from the Willwoods to Akebonos. The Willwoods had like the factory size SE-R rotor, and these are 350 or 355, one or the other. But as you see here, I got the adapter right there. Akebonos. I painted them black because kind of a stealthy look. I think I'm gonna go a different way a little bit with some of the stealthiness of the car. I know I do want to keep the stock wheels on it. That's one of the things we're trying. That's why we're doing Ford stuff. But yeah, so as we got here, we've got the firewall cut more. As you could see, we've got it cut more. We're pushing it on back, but I'm waiting right now for him to get back so we can check everything, see how everything goes. I do believe we have to cut more down here, just a little bit, but we're gonna box that in because that's where a mount is. We got the steering out, all that stuff, but we could always make that later on. I've got the jacks up here, these jack stands in the front for now, just to help level the engine out. But yeah, this is, other than being a little bit further back, roughly where it'll sit. I believe in height, maybe a little lower. So it should clear the hood. Let me get around here. I believe it should clear the hood with the intake. I mean, it's kind of hard to see, but like, let me grab this measuring tape here. All right, bear with me because I'm trying to do this with one hand and hold this gimbal. But this is almost the lowest point in the hood. We will have to modify probably that water neck. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. This is all truck stuff, by the way, with a top mount accessory kit. I don't know about the headers, they were just some random ones I found on eBay. But as far as having this going across, let me get up under here, apologize. We've got pretty good amount of room, so I'm hoping with that Holley intake we should be fine. But yep, so we have Akebonos on both sides. Sorry, I've got a strap here just help holding because the crane wants to turn it counterclockwise, so I've got to help holding. This side's done. I'm going to recoat these. There was something up with this one. I don't know what was going on with the paint, but it worked. Not too well with the paint, but the other side for some reason worked perfect. But so we're gonna weld. Get down here. We're gonna weld those up. I'm just bypassing the heater core. Ain't gonna run those. I've got a water neck on the way that comes straight out. I got crossover tubes coming front and rear, because I know there was a cooling issue. We're gonna, no one's pointed out yet, but I am gonna say, so LS's do have PVC problems where the oiling ventilation system is not the greatest. And what we're doing is we're gonna drill and tap the valve covers, and not only that, I believe the valley pan and the oil pan, or the timing cover right there. And we're gonna vent it all. I've got a new catch can. As far as inside, show you inside. This is what we have inside so far. I've got a dipstick tube now to keep trash from falling in, but I've cut all the way. Yeah, it looks a little rough because I did this and the sawzall I had was going towards the right, so I said heck with it. I didn't want to mess it up too much further. But since it's going to come back further, we're going to cut about to here out, but we're going to have to brace this across, and we're going to create a brace up here. We're also, he was telling me that we're going to, since the car is now V8 rear wheel drive, it's going to have a cross flex from instead of having flex from the front to rear or rear to front from the V6, whether gear you're in first or reverse, we will have the flex coming from passenger side to driver's side and driver's side to passenger side, depending on what gear, not just engine flex, but also chassis flex, stuff like that. Mostly engine flex is from driver to passenger. So we are going to brace it a little bit as far as from the inside to the front to help, and it'll also help whenever we go to cage this thing later on down the road. But yeah, we got everything cut out. We're going to cut out just a tad bit more, pretty sure. And then once we're done getting all that cut out and got the engine roughly where we want it, which is about right here. I can get it up here, sorry. Where those mounts are, it mounts roughly in on this thing. So we're gonna have it mounted. We're gonna make all the reinforcements we can. But that's pretty much it on the update of the LS Altima. This is pretty good progress so far. I've been out here working all day, just moving this around, putting parts on, cutting, stuff like that. But yeah, been super busy. Sorry, not much content for you guys, but I do try to get what I can, and I appreciate y'all's patience. But thank you. If you want, comment. If there's anything you guys have questions about, how I'm gonna make this work, how I'm gonna set it up, I've got that in another video, but I could always, give you some pointers of how to make things work. I had another guy said he was wanting to put a Hemi in his. It's basically the same thing, just, making room and everything you want to use. This setup, we're making it for an automatic, but I do plan on later on down the road making it where I could easily just throw in a 6-speed manual transmission and say if I just wanted to have some fun with a manual, I could. Because we are going to leave, bring you over here. So we got the brake spot, so we're going to keep that, and then we've got the master cylinder spot over there where we will have the option. We're just going to block it off, and if I ever wanted to, I could unbolt it and put it all back in. But that's pretty much it on the build. I know it don't look like much, but to me this is a lot, and yeah, I just can't wait. And these look sick. I'm so glad me and my buddy made a deal with those. But yeah, I can't wait. Thank you guys. Hey, like so you can get this out there a little bit more. You may have other people in the shadows who have done this before. They're, I've heard of people doing it and then people giving out, or they just go dark. So share it. Like I said, comment any questions you have, and give me a subscribe, get me out there. I'll also be going to Holly LS Fest in Kentucky. It's in, I believe, September. It's less than 2 months from now, so if you guys live near Kentucky or is going to go to LS Fest, you will see this car there. Now, no, I can't guarantee that it's going to be running, because since we're using these smart coils, I have to get them wired up, and the guy who's going to previously wired them up had something come up. I could attempt it myself, but I'm going to look up the proper setting and all that stuff. But yeah, we're going to have everything. It's going to be at least show worthy. I won't have a turbo then. I may have a placement or something, but we will have the kit somewhat made. Got a lot of parts on order. But yeah, mostly what the weight is he's been working and I've just been ordering parts. So now that we're this far, we're not that much further away from getting there. But yeah, thanks guys.